In this video, we're going to continue looking at writing the equation of an ellipse. We have a concept called eccentricity, and it refers to the roundness of an ellipse. In other words, the closer the eccentricity is to 0, the more it looks like a circle. So as we change that value, it starts to distort the circle more and more, so it looks more like a typical ellipse or maybe an oval, something to that extent. So we denote eccentricity by the letter E. It's not that base of the natural logarithm, the exponential function we looked at in prior math classes, but it's the distance from the center to the focus point divided by the distance from the center to the vertex. Or in terms of variables, it's C divided by A, the value of C divided by the value of A. So the closer the center is to the focus point, the more it looks like a circle. So, find the equation, example 4, of an ellipse whose vertices at plus or minus 5, 0, and eccentricity of 1/4. So our value of A in this case, well, our center is the midpoint of the vertices, which is at the origin, which is nice, and our value of A is going to be 5 units away from the center, so our value of A is going to be 5. So we can set 1/4 equal to C over 5, and then we'll get 4C equals 5, so C is 5/4. So if A is 5 and C is 5/4, we do need the value of B squared, just like in the previous video. So we have C squared, or 5/4 squared, equals A squared minus B squared, or 5/4 squared equals 5 squared minus B squared. Again, our goal is to get B squared by itself. So squaring what we can, 5/4 squared is 25/16 equals 25 minus B squared. When we subtract 25 from both sides, we end up with negative 375 over 16 equals negative B squared. And then dividing both sides by negative 1, we get B squared is 375 over 16. So our equation is going to look a little bit messy with the complex fraction inside of it, but we'll take care of that. So we have x squared over a squared, or x squared over 25, plus y squared over b squared, or y squared over 375 over 16, equals 1. Now here we have a complex fraction. We have a tiny fraction within a fraction itself. So we're going to multiply by the least common tiny denominator, which in this case is 16. So if we multiply the entire fraction here by 16, we'll get x squared over 25 plus 16y squared over, these 16s will divide out to 1, so we get 16y squared over 375 equals 1. Alright, that about does it for this video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.